Hello. All right, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews. You know what time it is. It's Bridgerton, Season 2, Episode 2. Let's get it. Listen, I gotta move fast because I ain't got a lot of time. Let's go. All right, so Kate has made a list of suitors for Edwina and Viscount Bridgerton. Ain't on it. Now, he done showed up and she's like, she might have room for you in December if she not married. Gon' get. Can't wait for them to fall in love with each other because that's clearly what's going to happen. Also, cousin Jack, the new Viscount of Featherington, Count Featherington, Duke. I don't know what his title is. He is turning this into a very masculine place, and Mama Featherton is like, this some old bullshit. What the hell going on? She don't understand. She's what's not clicking, Steven. Send the cash app. She's trying to figure it out. Penelope is enamored because she's cousin Jack treats her like an adult. Colin has returned. Penelope is wonderful. Oh, Penelope is all in for that because Colin is home. Please don't continue to ignore her. That's your destiny. Get into it. All right, we at the races now. The royal races. Everybody's heading to the races. Who we bet no. All right, so we went to the horse races, right? Lord Bridgerton apparently got one of his friends to try and distract Kate so he could get closer to the sister. The sister got the googly eyes for the Viscount. No one's just concerned that this old ass man is trying. He's not even an old ass man, but that's a little girl. Clearly, that's a little girl. The age gap is astronomical for me. I like Lord Lumley for the little sister better than I do the Viscount. The Viscount and Kate are eventually going to fall in love with each other, and that's going to be the end of at the end of this season. Eloise stay trying to figure out who Lady Whistledown is. Child, girl, let it go. Find something else to do. Find a husband, something. Read a book somewhere. Leave them people alone. Child. When Kate found out that the guy only came to talk to her to distract her so that the Viscount could get closer to her sister, she was pissed. She was like, don't ever speak to me and or my sister again. Boop. Okay. That's all. Okay. Damn, we all glutton for punishment. Okay, so the fact that I am more invested in Penn and Colin and what they're going on is maybe because I'm the fat girl and so she's the fat girl and I'm more invested in this fool finally opening his eyes and pick me, choose her, love her. That's where I am with their situation. Anyway, back to the boring people. Lady Danbury is having a soiree at her house. The sister did not invite the Viscount, but he gonna show up anyway, cause, you know, how dare he not be invited? How dare he? How dare? How dare her older sister who's looking out for her and don't trust you and not invite you to the house for the party? But it's like the worst RuPaul's Drag Race All Star talent show ever, cause all the talents the men are showing horrible. One baby's dancing, so I don't know what he was doing. It looked like um A sped version of Riverdance. I don't know. I don't know. One child had something on a stick on a string and was swinging it in circles. I thought the thing was gonna fly off and hit the baby in the face. Then Edwina, his baby girl, goes over to Pen and Penelope and starts having a conversation. And um, he says to her, she says to her, she thinks her dress is beautiful. She was like, it's the color. I just try to go in, and she was like, it's not so much the color and just how you wear the dress, and you look beautiful. And she was like, oh, you must have a sense of humor. She was like, no, I didn't mean it to be funny. I actually meant that there might be a growing friendship between them two. And that's when Colin walks in, and Penelope goes to talk to Colin about his stuff. And she was like, oh, you said that you had met someone, and you weren't alone on your trip. And he was like, yeah, I'm talking about myself. I swore off women and love, and wanted to get a deeper knowledge of myself and get to know myself better before I stepped into this world. And Penn said, you swore off women. She was like, but I'm a woman. And this is where the stab in the heart came on. He's like, you're Penn. You're my friend. You don't count. Nigga, I'm trying to get into your heart and your draws. What you mean? I don't care. No, Jesus. Friend zone so hard, girl. Okay, we gonna keep moving. Okay, so the Viscount shows up at the party. Well, he goes to I'm calling the boxer Reggie because I don't remember his name. So he goes to Reggie's new gaming hell club, men's club, where his brother is talking to this artist and about this academy and stuff for his artistry. And he was like, teach me how to make this sound good. And he has a book of poetry by Byron. And he was like, Byron isn't good, so there's no, his poetry's terrible. He's like, people thought my poetry was better. Then he said some words, and the brother was like, write that down. And so he goes to the party just as at his conclusion. Kate is like, the party over, you missed it. And he was like, everybody would want to hear what I said. I wrote some stuff myself. Everybody wants to hear it. Don't everybody want to hear it? So, okay, sure. Shorty jumps up there and he decided, so awkward. So he up there saying his poetry, and he realizes that he can't do it. And he's like, I'm not a man of passions. I'm a man of actions. So get with the winning team. And so the little girl buys it because she's young and stupid. The sister is like, this some old bullshit. And really, she thinking he should be mine. He's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Don't try and dry your eye. Okay. And so she's so angry and she runs off. She runs into the foot. Man, everybody, she just bumped into the man. Ain't nobody gonna die. Calm down. And so, she and Lady Danbury have some words. And she was like, as long as my sister is good, I'm going to go back home and become a nanny. That's not the word they use. It's a different word. But she's be a nanny and I'll be good. And she was like, I'll be alone and that'll be fine. And she was like, Lady Danbury said, you just 26. Don't do that. And she was like, you alone? And she was like, she's like, aren't we just the same? She's like, no. She's like, I've lived. She's like, I am a widow. I have lived. I have loved in this lifetime. I have earned the right to be able to do anything I want whenever I get ready. So no, daughter, you and I are not the same. I said, you better shut that shit the fuck up. So after she shut her down, she go back out there and she's talking to other men. Meanwhile, the Viscount keeps giving her the googly eyes because He don't want the sister. He want her. So Penelope and Eloise is steady trying to investigate and find out who Lady Whistledown is. And she was like, see, I went to this printer and Lady Whistledown and this other publication both have the same type of paper, and the way the K is misshapen and all the printing, they have to be the same, coming from the same place. And she was like, yeah, so what we do is next time Lady Whistledown's paper comes out, if the K is misshapen in that paper too, then we know we got the right place. And she was like, you right, Pen. And so Pen goes down to the alleyway to where the shops be at and bought a letter K for the printer so the K's don't be misshapen when her next paper come out. Because she be thinking ahead. But when she bought it, she ran into the modiste baby girl who dressing everybody. And she was like, Miss Penelope? And she was like, and so she runs away. Should have just played it cool and just spoke to her and was like, oh yeah, you know, I just spending my pen money, blah, 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 blah. So after that, one of the footmen bought the queen a bunch of pictures of they said these are all the ladies that Lady Edwina have been talking to, because she's still trying to figure out who Lady Whistledown is. Like she said, one of them has to be her, and Penelope picture is in the bunch. Child, that's how the episode went off. Shenanigans and foolishness. Are you watching? Are you enjoying this new season? I'm more invested in Penn and Colin, honestly, than Lady Sherma and the Viscount. But we're gonna see what happens. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a cat. I'll catch y'all later for something.